Very good morning to each one of you. So today we are back with the first chapter of biology, class 10, ICSE board, which is cell cycle, cell division and structure of chromosomes. So today in this lecture we will be discussing about cell cycle. So basically every cell capable of division passes through recurring events called the cell cycle. And this sequence of events include duplication of DNA, which we will be studying in interphase. And now consider this point as one cell cycle and this point as another cell cycle. So the duration between these two cell cycles, which we take as T, is known as generation time. And now we will divide cell cycle into two parts: interphase and the mitotic phase. Guys, I suggest you to watch my videos on 2x or 1.5x because I will be teaching a little slowly for you guys to understand better. So if you get bored, so you can obviously watch my videos on 2x or 1.5x, 1.7x, whatsoever you want to. So now we will be discussing on interphase, which is the preparatory phase of the cell cycle in which the cell prepares itself for the next cell cycle. These both are related to each other, but we take them as different terms. This is the time taken for the cell to prepare itself, and in this phase it prepares itself for another cell cycle. So we divide interphase into G1 phase, S phase and G2 phase. In G1 phase is also known as post-mitotic phase, and it is the longest phase of interphase. Please remember, G1 phase is the longest phase of interphase, not of whole cell cycle. It is just the longest phase of interphase. And in G1 phase, the RNA and proteins are synthesized and the volume of cytoplasm increases in G1 phase. The ribonucleic acid and the proteins are synthesized. While we move to the S phase, in which the synthesis of deoxyribonucleic acid takes place. Deoxyribonucleic acid. It takes place while in the G2 phase, the synthesis of DNA stops, and this phase is also known as pre-mitotic phase. Remember this: post-mitotic phase and pre-mitotic phase. So this was the tenure of interphase. Now we will be moving on towards mitotic phase. It is the dividing phase of the cell. As like interphase was preparatory phase, now mitotic phase is the dividing phase. The actual process of mitosis happens in mitotic phase. So during this phase, the nucleus as well as the cytoplasm divides into two daughter cells undergoing four important stages. These are prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. You have to learn all these phases by heart because they are asked in your board examinations. So I'll be writing them. Prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. You can learn them as P, M, A, T because its order is also important. So you can learn them as PMAT, PMAT, PMAT. So whenever you are asked P, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. And as I said that at some places only cell division occurs. So and at some places it stops permanently, like as in brain and nerve cell. Once formed in the embryo, do not divide further. And at some places it stops temporarily, like the liver cells, which divide only once every 1 or 2 years to replace the damaged cells. And now I will be telling you about the production of cells and the death in our body, how they are produced, like when they are produced and when they die in our body. So in children the new cells produced are more than the cells that die. That is why children are more energetic. And in adults the new cells produced are almost equal to the cells that die, hence the cell population stays constant. And in older people, like above age of 60 or 70, the number of cells produced are less than they die, hence the cell population goes down in them, making their activities go slow. So this was the most easy and most important thing we can say of this chapter, that why the old people tend to go slow down, like their all the activities go slow, and they feel more cold and everything. So this is the basic reason that the cells that die are more than the cells that form. So now we will be discussing about the cell division or the types of cell division. So now the types of cell division. Types. The types of cell division. I told you about mitotic phase. It is further divided into two types, which is mitosis and meiosis. In mitosis, it is a type of cell division during which a cell divides into two daughter cells. Two daughter cells are formed and each contain same the number of chromosomes as present in their parent cell. Like consider it as their parent cell, and in human cells there are 43 chromosomes. Sorry, 46 chromosomes, 23 pairs of chromosomes. So these both will also contain 46 and 46 chromosome, which is same the number of the chromosome which are held by their parent. This is parent, it divides into two daughter chromosomes, two daughter cells, and these both will contain same number of chromosomes. While in meiosis phase, it is totally different. We will be discussing it later. First, we will be completely focusing ourselves in mitosis phase. So, mitosis phase. It is divided into four parts: P, M, A, T, which I previously told you: prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. And in prophase, each chromosome, like consider this as a chromosome. So in prophase, each chromosome splits longitudinally to form two chromatids. They are joined at one point called centromere. This point is known as centromere. And these both are known as chromatids. In the centriole in the centrosome of animal cells divides into two. And now there is a difference between animal cell and plant cell, because in animal cell the centrioles are present and the centrioles form astral rays. Whereas in plant there is no centriole, so they do not form astral rays. The esters formed in animal cell are known as amphiestral, and in this they are known as anaestral. Amphiestral, anaestral. I'm not writing them. So I hope you understand this much which I taught you. Now we will be moving further we will be telling you about prophase only. The nuclear membrane and the nucleolus start disappearing. In the prophase stage, the nuclear membrane and the nucleolus starts disappearing. This is the main thing by which you can identify prophase stage, and it will be also asked in your examination. So you will be writing that the nuclear membrane and the nucleolus starts disappearing in the prophase stage of mitosis. Prophase stage of mitosis. Now we will be moving further to metaphase stage of mitosis. Now metaphase. In metaphase stage, the chromosomes so arranged form a plate-like structure called equatorial plate. Like this is a chromosome. Consider it as an animal cell. Animal cell. Like its chromosomes are present. One chromosome, two chromosome. I'm sorry for making 8, but consider it as a chromosome. Another chromosome, another chromosome. So they form in a particular plate. This plate is known as equatorial plate, and is in metaphase stage. They all come together in a particular plate, and this is known as metaphase stage. Like let me show esters. This is spindle fiber. These are ester. So this is the metaphase stage of mitosis. Now we will be carrying on to anaphase. Metaphase is a small phase. Now anaphase. So in anaphase, this is the chromosome, right? In anaphase, the chromosome breaks into two parts. This is also known as chromatid. This is also known as chromatid. And from the part which it breaks is known as centromere. This is known as centromere, the part from which it breaks, and these are known as chromatids. So one chromosome move towards this side and one towards this side. In each case, it will be same. So when you will define anaphase stage, so we'll say each centromere splits. Each centromere splits into two daughter centromeres, which are also known as chromatids, each retaining one of the two chromatids. The structures so formed are now known as sister chromatids. And the teacher may ask you the reason, although it is not frequently asked, but they may ask that what causes the movement of these chromosomes. So this movement is brought about by the contraction of spindle fiber. This is spindle fiber, these lines. So due to the contraction, the chromatids move towards two poles. Consider it as North Pole and it as South Pole. I'm not saying they are known as North Pole and South Pole, just consider for your convenience. Now we will be discussing telophase. Telophase stage of mitosis. I am again writing PMAT, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. They are all stages of mitosis. And now we are studying the last phase, which is telophase. Each sister chromatid or daughter chromosome which reaches at the opposite poles starts uncoiling, thinning and elongating. Now the cell divides into two parts. Like not really at this time it divides. It is joined by this plate or membrane, you can say. This is telophase. Here one, here one. You can say it as nucleolus. So the main feature of this telophase stage are that the nuclear membrane and the nucleolus starts reappearing. In prophase, the nuclear membrane and the nucleolus starts disappearing, while in telophase, the nuclear membrane and the nucleolus starts reappearing. So this is the major difference between prophase and telophase. If also you can now write it clearly. So now this all was karyokinesis, the division of nucleus. Okay, these two concepts are critical, so I will be explaining them. Division of nucleus, karyokinesis. The things which we studied till now are included in karyokinesis, but now we have to divide this thing. So the division of nucleus is known as karyokinesis, and the division of cytoplasm, cytokinesis. Division of nucleus is known as karyokinesis. You can learn karyokinesis and cytokinesis, and then division of cytoplasm is known as cytokinesis. Cyto. So you can learn it. You will not be in confusion. Karyokinesis for nucleus and cytokinesis for cytoplasm. Cyto. So if you will learn one with its pair, so you can definitely make another pair. So now we will be discussing cytokinesis. Till now we discussed karyokinesis. I am again revising this. PMAT, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. Prophase, the nuclear membrane and nucleolus starts disappearing. Formation of astral rays, and in animals anastral, in plants amphiastral, because in animals there is no centriole. In in animals there is centriole, and in plants there is no centriole. Now in metaphase they form a straight line. The chromosomes arrange themselves in equatorial plate, and in anaphase it divides from centromere, and both the chromatids or sister chromosomes move towards opposite poles. And in telophase, this is telophase. In telophase, there is a reappearance of nuclear membrane and the nucleolus. Now we will be discussing about cytokinesis. Division of cytoplasm. This is known as cytokinesis. There is a difference in animal cell and plant cell. In animal cell, cytokinesis takes place by furrow, and in plant by cell plate. These corners are known as periphery, and the furrow starts deepening from periphery to inside. Like from both these sides, it divides the cell then. While in plant cell, it starts from the middle and it continues towards the periphery, and then the cell divides. So the end result is same in both the animal and plant cell, but the method which we use in animal cell is through furrow, and in plant cell is through cell plate. So these were the major differences, and now the identification point of mitosis, or the significance of mitosis in our lives or in any organism's life which divides. Maintenance of chromosome number constant. Like I previously told you, 46 chromosomes, parent cell. It divides into two parts. they both also have 46 and 46 chromosomes each. So when they divide, so the chromosome number is constant. You can see that both of them have same number of chromosome as their parent cell. Maintenance of cell size: when the cell grows to a particular size uh, within which its own periphery, and when it is not capable of growing further and it will break, so it divides into two, and one part is one chromosome, one cell, and another forms another cell. So through this, maintenance of cell size is also a part of mitosis. Now growth: a person grows when cell division occurs. So without cell division, a person cannot grow. So this is responsible for cell division. Replacement: every minute about 3 billion cells die in our body, and the same number of new cells are produced by cell division in the same period to replace the dead cell for survival. Like in an accident, repair, replacement, regeneration, these all are things which we need to remember. Now one more thing, children, I want to tell you that uh, in the next lecture we will be discussing about meiosis. And today we discussed about mitosis. There is a huge difference. There are total 23 pairs of chromosomes. 23 pairs of chromosomes in a human body, out of which 22 are autosomes, and two pairs and one pair is idiosome, allosome, or sex chromosome. This is sex chromosome. These are known as autosome or non-sex chromosomes. So in this one pair, I'm sorry for this all that I wrote 46, 46, 46 for your better understand, for you to better understand, because if I would tell you this at first, then you would get confused. So this is 44, this is 44, this is 44, because 22 pairs, so 44 chromosomes. So I hope now it is clear to you all, guys. So meet me in next lecture of meiosis.